You talked about Yamal Europe pipeline. So I hear this accusation that Gazprom 2 or 3 days in a row has not booked the traffic to supply gas to Europe using this pipeline. So this nasty, I don't know how to put it, because that's just too much. They haven't booked this traffic because those contractors, the other companies, and I'm talking first of all about German companies and French companies that are buying gas delivered by this pipeline, they have not requested this gas. So what do we transit? What do we send there if we do not have any requests, if we do not have any requests to claims or bids to buy this gas? So, and they reversed it. So from Germany it went to Poland. So now they pump it from Germany to Poland for a number of days already. I think it's an interesting thing to think about for everyone. Why is it happening? Because we are supplying gas to Germany under long-term contracts, and the price under these contracts is 3 or 4 times, 6 times, 7 times cheaper than the spot. So even by reselling 1 billion cubic meters, you can make almost $4 billion. That's business. So after getting a certain volume, certain amount of gas, after getting 5.6 billion cubic meters more, so now they resell it, but that's not all of it. So they pump it in reverse, and how can we pump it straight to them? Because we can't use the same pipeline to move gas both ways. So they didn't make a bid, and they reverse the gas using this pipeline. But that's only part of the information. There is the pipeline that connects the Polish pipeline with the Ukrainian one. The volume is 3 billion cubic meters. That's how much they sell from Germany to Poland. And we have all reasons to believe that this gas goes to Ukraine eventually. And the consumers in Europe, in Germany, have to admit that that's what's happening in reality, in fact. And maybe they need to go to authorities to hear some clarifications, and instead of pumping it to Poland and then to Ukraine, trying to help them to stay on their feet somehow. So maybe they should rather keep on supplying gas to Europe, to Germany, and influence the price at the spot, because the bigger there is a product at the market, the price will be better. But no, they pump it back. That's the problem. Gazprom has nothing to do with it. So let them take care of their issues, and they should react in time, and they should not think that they're so smart. The problems that they are creating for themselves must be resolved by themselves. We are ready to assist them in that. And I think I was pretty convincing in demonstrating that just right now.
Okay, good. Let's go back to Mir. Yeah, he's here, the first row. Good afternoon, Mr. President. Good afternoon, colleagues. My name is Guzel Kamaeva. I represent the Mir radio company. At the end of the year, you will have your 6th talks this year with the President of Belarus. When will the citizens of Russia and Belarus feel the results of the roadmap being carried out? Maybe no more roaming, maybe a united trade or any other measures?
We have a lot of things we will do together to bring our economies closer, to make them more efficient. It's not only about roaming, but of course, that's one of the things on the agenda. I agree with you, that's what we will be able to feel, but we have already done a lot, especially in social tracks, freedom of movement and the labor market and other things, because what we are talking now is to put the customs and tax legislation in sync. That's an important thing, to have a common understanding of how we will operate together to achieve the best result in the future. These are the most essential things, crucial things. Tax legislation and custom legislation. It took a lot of time to get a common understanding of these things, and it's pretty hard to negotiate with them, but in general we have reached a common ground, a common understanding of what steps have to be taken and how fast they have to be taken. I'm talking about allowing to the procurement market and the service market that the state has to allow the Belarusian entities there, and goes for transport as well, and for a lot of other matters as well. So I'm positive that our citizens will feel it in their lives as well, because that's not something coming from the skies, so it would happen like that. But there are some obvious things that help us to stay competitive. So we're building the union, and the level of the integration is still much lower than the integration level in the European Union. That's beyond comparison. I'm not even talking about the currency, because maybe we will talk about it in the future.